cutscene's cool. I love that cutscene. And it's a long one, too. It's wild to me that this game got delayed because this actually ended with it smashing into the Twin Towers. And then 9/11 happened. Dude, I'll fist fight any president underwater. Gotta cut away from this scene before the bad part happens. And all of a sudden, magically, they're in the third. There's no national disaster. Ooh, that smoke looks bad in this version. God, it's weird. I feel like I'm complaining a lot about this. I do love that we're able to play these games again. There's some weirdness. I'm not complaining. Overall, I'm happy. I'm just happy I can play it.
Federal Hall.
Perfectly playable.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
Yes, Rose keeps telling me.
April 30th?
That's
Time for a history lesson.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
This is how freedom will be forged.
Power at any cost.
On top of a giant destroyed robot.
It's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
So Solidus actually makes some pretty good points in the speech that actually make it seem like he's not the bad guy right up until the very end of what he says.
Wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack.
That's what I like about Solidus. He's very easy to agree with.
We're all born
until
with
he
an
isn't.
expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
I mean, aside from what he did to Olga, he's pretty cool.
The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles.
Les
Cloned from our
enfants
father,
terribles.
with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort.
This is a hell of a lead up to a final boss, though. I like
When
it.
the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the
I
digital
remember leading
flow
up
of
to Metal Gear
information.
Rising, there were a couple of, I don't know if they were trailers or TV spots, but he actually came back, John Saiken, and recorded some stuff
I
for
will be
them.
remembered as an
So I
exile.
really thought he'd be in the game,
That
but he
will be
wasn't.
my legacy, my mark in history. But
They were like the
Patriots
Eye
will deny us
trailer
even
and the
that.
Arm trailer or something like that. I can't remember.
I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
That's the name of the video game.
Raiden, are you receiving?
Okay, it's time for the longest codec
How's
call in
that
the game.
possible? The AI
Get ready.
was destroyed.
It is a good one, though.
GW.
Who are you?
To begin with,
I
we're
love
not what
that.
you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's
That's
not
some weird
unlike
shit.
the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution.
Kojima's on his shit again.
Formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us?
It's
As
doing like
long
the
as this
Friday the
nation
13th thing in the
exists,
background.
so
That
will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
Like here, Rose
mapping
is
of the
clearly an
human
AI,
genome
but
was
there's also a
completed
real
early this
Rose, which
century.
makes this really
As a
confusing.
result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to
Oh,
us.
okay.
We started with genetic
It
engineering.
is a good codec call.
And in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Well, that
Genes
sounds
don't
okay.
contain any record of human history.
Is it something
Memes,
that should
dude.
not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed.
We're really mad
then
that you can't
passed
watch
on.
those early
Not unlike
seasons of
genes,
Doctor
really.
Who anymore.
That's what history is,
We
Jack.
must preserve
But in the
them.
current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right? You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the
Yeah.
privacy of their victims.
Yeah, no
Although
kidding.
there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be
We
nice to
need
other
statues
people.
of John
but
A.
beat out
McDonald
the
to exist.
competition.
You're special.
The snowflakes
Believe in
don't
yourself
get it.
and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Oh my
Everyone
god.
withdraws into their
Campbell
own
is so
small,
red
gated
pilled.
community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor
Kojima,
match.
you were on some shit
No
back
one is
then, weren't you?
invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even
I
natural
wanted to
selection
flicker
can
and
take
Campbell's
place
just
here.
in like a mega
The
hat
world is being engulfed in truth.
for like 2
And
seconds.
this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered
I like
out
that Solidus
to
is probably just like
stimulate the
standing
evolution
there
of the
watching
species.
Raiden stand in
And you
silence
think you're
while this is
qualified to
happening.
decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who
Like, what's
else could
Solidus
wade
doing
through
right
the
now?
sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof.
Most
of
of
your
my ideas
incompetence
come from
right
things
there.
Snake told me.
You lack the qualifications to exercise
since I was
free
12.
will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Oh, my hair
Does
hurts.
something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility
Isn't that
is
good?
that self is a concept you
Aren't positive
conveniently
emotions
borrowed
good?
under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap.
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else
Oh,
tell
same
you?
concept.
All right, then. Explain it to him.
Jack, You're simply the best, and you got
Better
there
than
all by
all the rest.
yourself.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong,
It
you
sounds like
turn
you're
around
doing
and place
slam
the blame
poetry.
on something
Even though
else.
self
not my
is something
fault.
that you
It's not your
yourself
In
fashion.
denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
Do you get that they're
The
bad guys?
individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your
Thank you.
guardians, after all.
It's very kind of you.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation.
Selection for
What it does
societal
stand for
sanity.
is selection for societal sanity.
Here
The
we go,
S3
boys.
is a system for controlling
still
human
going.
will and consciousness.
Don't fall for the fake out.
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol
Got a
that created the
flashback to 5
circumstance
minutes
that
ago.
made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
Okay.
What you
That
experienced
clears it all up.
was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to
God, that little
establish such a
skeleton
method.
face just makes me giggle.
We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
That would be interesting. Maybe a survival setting.
We chose that backdrop because
Maybe
of its
Metal
extreme
Gear Survive.
circumstances. It was
Maybe
an
that
optimal
would have been a
test
better
for
premise for
S3's
the
crisis
game.
management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Right.
We're gonna make it. We have
There
one
are
boss
also
fight left to go,
reasons
and it's
behind
not
your
this codec
selection.
call.
Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were.
Because you're
and
so
pay for it
mentally
daily.
unhealthy that you're
But you
fucked.
turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like. See only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was.
Yeah, man.
I lied to you.
Something
but
about-
I wanted to be
Something in
caught.
Death Stranding
You
that stuck with
pretended
me
to
that
be
I don't hear a lot of other
understanding,
people
to be a
mention is the
gentleman.
shower.
You never made a conscious attempt
I remember
to
coming
reach
home
out
from
to
work
me.
in
The
winter
only
like
time you
every
did was
day
when I gave you
and
no
feeling like
choice
I'm
but to do
freezing.
so.
I was just
So I was
trying not
outside all
to.
day working.
What?
And then I come in, I
Trying
just
not
take
to
this
hurt
hot
me?
shower, and I would just go into
Dear,
like the fetal
the one you were
position on the
trying
floor
not
of the
to hurt
shower
was
like Norman
yourself.
Reedus, and it would be like the
Avoiding
most
the truth
comfy
under the
feeling
guise
in the
of
world.
kindness is all that
Watching
you
all that
did.
steam come
It
up.
occurred to you to do
And
nothing
that's what
but
I
look out for
associate with Death
yourself.
Stranding for some
Even
reason.
if you claimed that
is
it was for
steamy
my
showers.
sake, that feeling was nowhere to be
It's
seen.
very nice.
In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect.
Her name is
This
Samantha
why we
America
chose you.
Strand.
You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete?
I love that
Not
skeleton
anymore,
face.
thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk.
Norman Reedus
It's
and the
time
Funky
for the
Fetus.
final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting
Well,
something?
then we're gonna keep
If you
talking.
die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Yeah,
Of course I do, Jack.
but it's
You
unclear
have
which
to
parts were
believe
her.
me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at
I also
least
like
wants
how they
you dead.
capitalized words
We will
L, other
collect
letters
the necessary
L-I-E
data
in
from this
believe
last
when she
fight.
said that.
Then we'll consider the exercise
Cool detail.
closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our
Let's see if we can
beloved
kill him
monsters.
in one.
Enjoy yourselves.
Now it's my turn to
Jack.
talk for a while.
My son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
And that's where it happens. Right up until there, everything he said makes you go like, yeah, you know what, Solidus
I
is right.
claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the
And then
army
you
of
remember,
the
oh
devil.
yeah, he had child soldiers and
I am your
kills
foster
you
father
innocent people.
and
Yeah,
your
he's not
worst
great.
enemy.
Never mind.
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him.
Solid
Unless you
Snake
kill
never
me
really
and
did that.
face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the
Solid
endless
Snake
loop,
literally worked for him.
your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Snake only killed Big Boss because they happened to be in the same room. Twice. Alright. This is a pretty good boss fight.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
They're
The
inside the
information is being
computer.
carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
Raiden's like a pinata for nanomachines. Solidus just puts on a blindfold and picks up like a plastic bat.
Brace
stupid.
yourself.
I'm at that stupid point of tired. Alright, let's do this. Non-lethal, good. Okay. Okay, we're fine. And when he does that, you get a chance. And also, if you stick on the side with the eye patch, you can't see him as well. God, I can't get that last hit. Fucking. Oh, he doesn't damage you really when he does that, though. Oh, like that. Okay, we can deal. We can deal. Let's get the body armor back on. Gonna do your thing? Yeah. Okay, I need to get on that side. God, why can't I connect? There we go. This isn't going so bad so far. This is the easy part of the fight. There we go. After he loses the arms, maybe he'll struggle. Oh, whoops. Oh, I thought I was blocking. Shit. I feel like that's gonna happen every single time I say something's easy. I'm gonna get this shit kicked out of me by something super easy to avoid. Shit. Like that. I won't say it again, I promise. Okay. We're just gonna prepare for the inevitable here. Why did I say it was easy? By the way, his sword's names are Republic and Liberty, as they say in Metal Gear Acid 2 unlock them. Pretty cool. I don't know why the ex-president has a robot suit and likes to fight with swords, but it's cool as hell. Yeah, the sound mixing in this fight isn't great though. I can barely hear him over the music. Okay. Now he's gonna jet at us, so we want to hold our sword out. What's up? That's good.
Right. You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
I'm doing
We're
it.
not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere
How
weapons.
dare you.
No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the
Man,
same
I really love
code
Dr.
names
Octopus
used
in
by the
Spider-Man
US
2.
Armed Forces to refer to Japanese war
Precious
planes during
trivia.
World War II.
Your code name, Raiden 2, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for
Power
one
of the
its
sun.
interceptors.
In the palm of my
I'm
hand.
not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just
We
weapons
love
to be used
pawns.
and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly.
Also, his name is Jack because
And
he's
the
supposed to be the
weapon has no
interface between
right
the player
to
and the
think for
game.
itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
I think we talked about that in an earlier episode. You big one. Oh, I can interrupt. Good. That's good to know. Get back up. We're gonna do it again. You can't beat blocking. You cannot beat blocking. Yeah, this fight isn't as hard as the vampire fight, evidently. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Oh, usually when he says let's go, I thought he did the 3 strikes. Interesting. Maybe I missed that. That fire effect never went away. There we go. Thank you for just repeating your movements over and over. You're making this really easy on me. Why is he taking it so easy on me this time? This is the hard difficulty, folks. And there we go. It's just that easy. We beat the game. Another snake bites the dust. I like that trope. Didn't even need a ration that time. Good for us. Finally figured it out. Also, I know I keep saying this after every cutscene where we kill the boss non-lethally, the red oily blood stuff, I don't know if it's supposed to be oil from the suit or his blood, but it doesn't spray out when you beat him non-lethally in the PS2 game. I don't think that's a false memory. I think each boss cutscene had something different that would change if you beat them non-lethally. For some reason in the HD collection it wasn't there, so therefore it's not in this version either. We'd never know what he says here. And we never will know what he says there. Nobody's ever told us. And that's how we sword fought the president. Grab his ass. This April 30th, grab George Washington's ass. Just grab him by the cheeks and go. can also see Vamp in the background here somewhere. I don't remember where he is, but it was always meant to be a hint that he'd come back in the future. I remember you got a trophy in the HD version if you zoomed in on him during that cutscene. I just don't remember where it is. Let's keep our eyes peeled. With the bad hazing effects, we can probably actually see Vamp even better in this version. How'd we get down here? Don't see him yet. I think he is around here.
Who am I, really? No one quite knows who or what they are.
I do.
The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
I think he was in the background somewhere there. I don't remember. We will find him.
There's no such thing in the world.
What's
as absolute
Waldo's
reality.
bad guy's name again? And
Most
where
of
is
what they
Waldo?
call real
Is it
is
something
actually
awful?
fiction.
I don't remember. We have
What
to
you
Google this.
think you see
Who is the
is
evil
only as
Waldo?
real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
Waldo,
We can
bad
tell other
guy.
people about having faith.
Oddlaw.
What we had faith in.
Fuck Oddlaw. I hate him.
What we
He's
found
such a piece of
important
shit.
enough to fight for.
He doesn't hide
It's
for
not
the right
whether you
reasons
were
like
right or
Waldo
wrong,
does.
but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it.
Thank you.
Don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name and your own future.
There is a
Decide for
delay
myself?
between when I
And
see
whatever
chat
you choose
and
will be you.
well, you know what I
don't
mean.
know
There,
if
I
I
think there is a
can.
delay,
I know you didn't have much in terms of
but
choices
still,
this time.
I'm glad you found it.
But everything you felt, thought about during this mission
Fucking
is
Oddlaw.
yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
I'm gonna
You
kill
mean start
Oddlaw. That's what
over?
I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Okay, baby. Where the fuck
By
is
the
Vamp?
way, what is that?
It's a dog tag. You're a soldier. You know that. Why are you even asking?
Dog tags.
I think so, yeah. 30 seconds sounds right. I don't know if I can change that. I'll have to look into that. I'm sure there's a way. I'm just scanning every character in the background to look for Vamp.
Anyone you know?
Everybody there looks like weird mannequin
No,
people.
never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Ah, my eye. Yeah, I don't see
They
it.
taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake,
No,
what
not
about
you.
Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll
You're
find
different.
him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
You mean
Do
she?
you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
You can't be trusted. You're too much
This
of a fuck up.
virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Yeah, because we'd really like to know what's going on with Rose. Some weird shit happening. I still don't see Vamp. Vamp Watch 2020 continues. There. Oh, I saw him for a second. I didn't think it was him. Fucking. I swear I'm not crazy. I swear he's in the background somewhere.
Snake?
Damn psychological torture
What's
bird
wrong?
lived. I just saw him. Yes, and I got a trophy for it too. He's in front of the car in the background. I got him last
Can I
second.
ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know.
Nobody's gonna question the
But we're
bleeding
going to find
vampire
out
man
together,
with his shirt
aren't
open.
we?
Oh,
Oh, I just saw him again. He just hangs out.
yeah.
See me for what I am.
I mean, it's not that
okay?
their conversation isn't interesting. I was just more excited by the vampire man.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
It all
Today
comes full
is the day
circle.
I met you.
That's it.
All those conversations weren't pointless.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things
I just want to see my
want their
score screen.
genes
I
to
want to
live
see if I
on.
got the no-kill
Are
run.
you talking about the baby?
Yeah,
I feel like I didn't.
the genes aren't the
There's some
only thing
weird
you
stuff
pass
going on
on.
at the end.
There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas,
Kojima's on
our
his
culture,
soapbox right now.
poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Can we go back to that conversation we had a few minutes ago about you being a horrible murderer and how you hit me once? So that's not cool. Should probably unpack that a little bit. And then they lived happily ever after. Nothing bad ever happened to Raiden again. God, I want to play Revengeance real bad.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave
Snake
behind
monologue.
much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow.
Pain.
These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by
yeah.
its light.
I heard about that actually. I never played the Uncharted
have all the
collection
magic
or
of the
God of War
digital age
collection.
to do that
But I
with.
think I did hear at least the Uncharted collection had a lot of problems.
The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever.
I
but
think
we
playing
still
through
have
each
the
Uncharted game
responsibility
once
to
was
leave
enough for
what
me.
traces of
I don't
life we
really need to
can.
go back.
Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Maybe I should play God of War one day. I hear that's good. Okay. Let's see what ranking we
Snake,
got.
you there?
Oh yeah, after this cool
It's me.
shit.
I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
But what?
they're already
What about
dead.
Lair
All
and
12 of
Resistance
them.
Fall of
When did
Man?
it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
That was such a cool ending.
What the hell?
And then they left us hanging for like 7 years on that shit. One killed? Who did we kill? When? Huh. Well, there goes the pacifist run. How did we get one kill? I'm so upset by that. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch all the footage. Comment below if you know who we murdered. Mammoth. I don't even know what you get that for. What the fuck happened? I was so careful, I thought. I wonder if it's one of the guys we knocked off the railing or something. Oh yeah, we got the camera, I forgot. The no-kill run is kill. Okay, well, we've done it. I'm so pissed off that there's just one kill. But, you know what we did get? A cooler looking menu. Let's load this back up. We no longer have the red menu. We have the blue menu. It still has Blue Point. Speaking of which, there it is. Does it still do the gunshot? Yeah, it does. I love that. Sick shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to go now. It is past 1 in the morning for me. It is time for bed, but thank you so much for joining me. Next, we'll be playing Control. I'll try to dig out some time tomorrow. I don't know when. Probably in the afternoon at some point. And then, I don't know what. Have a good night.